Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And hello everybody, welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Luna analysis video. I have Sean next to me. Sean, say hello.
Good morning, everyone.
So we figured we'd change it up today. We did cover Bitcoin yesterday, so those of you interested in a Bitcoin analysis, definitely check out yesterday's video. I will be linking that above. Now today I wanted to bring up Luna because, well, Luna has been the talk of the town. It has been a super bullish chart. However, people have been feeling antsy. Sean, I figured we first start off with the Mango dashboard that's been serving us some amazing gains on the platter, and then we'll jump on over to the chart. Cool beans?
Cool beans.
Awesome. So now here we have the Mango dashboard. Where is Luna? It's usually top 3, man. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, not top 3 or top 5 anymore. Luna has moved down the list, according to volume at the very least. So Luna USDT here on the daily time frame is currently short. Okay, short equals bearish. And well, this short signal came in 5 days ago. And hey, yeah, Sean, what do you know? Yep. If you actually caught a short on Luna based on the Mango dashboard, you're up by a good 16.51%. Now that is a pretty sweet range. However, I want to draw everyone's attention to the volatility right now.
Yeah, it's up there now. So this is not the time where you'd want to be jumping into the short. This is literally, the volatility being this high is literally a way to counter your emotions, guys, in jumping into the trade late, right? So you can use the Mango dashboard now to counter your emotions. Use the red volatility to tell yourself, wait a minute, you're making the mistake again, Jimmy. You're jumping into the trade far too late. We got this signal to go short or to take your profits. Remember, when you guys see short on the dashboard, you can also use it as a way to confirm your profits. And this was 5 days ago, 5.4 days ago actually. So this is not probably the time where you want to be jumping into the short trade. And even in the stream that we did a couple of days ago, or like 3 or 4 days ago actually, Krisha, I was talking about Luna being in a particular juncture that is likely going to have a further pullback. Now, if you guys caught the stream, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'll go ahead and reiterate that when we get on over to the charts. Krisha, your thoughts?
I'm also noticing fear and greed index sitting at extreme fear. Ooh. So that is something to note. And now we're seeing that also sort of technically reflect in volatility when things are sitting at extreme fear. You know what that means, right? People are being a lot more reactive to markets here. So Luna USDT currently vol is up there. So be prudent if you are looking to get into a short position on Luna. Now, if I get on over to the chart, Sean, I'll be ready to get on over to the chart.
Yeah.
Cool beans. I figured we'd start off with the weekly time frame. It's been a while since we last covered the week. What are your thoughts? Just bird's eye view on the weekly time frame.
Okay, I'll give you guys my thoughts. It's again a reiteration of what we talked about on the stream. And we talked about this particular like structure / pattern. Now again, you guys know I'm not the pattern queen over here, that's Krisha. But on the stream, Krisha, we talked about this structure, this U-like structure that tends to break out. And usually, typically, that is a breakout signal where people look for continuation towards the upside. But time and time again, I've seen this happen on all coins in the weekly, where it baits you into the most obvious breakout over here, and then immediately the next week it dumps back into the pattern. Right. And the beginning of the week, right, Krisha, I think it was Monday, I did a live stream. I said, guys, it looks like we have a good breakout over here, but I'm not getting faked out into these anymore. I'm going to be expecting this to actually come back down into the pattern, deep into it actually, and that's exactly what we're seeing now, right? So yeah.
So, and that's why we always wait on that confirmation. So now, as far as Luna is concerned, it's clearly sort of broken down. So I think we can draw in another region of, well, support then turned into, resistance then turned into support, which was this right here, right? This was it breaking pretty much back down past those key highs that we put in. And now we're seeing continuation to the downside. But now question is where to, right? And I think this is an interesting topic of how far down can Luna really go?
So Krisha, a few days ago actually, you were the one who had a target for the weekly 21, I believe, or the weekly 10 SMA, and it seems like we've come and smacked right up against it. You had identified a particular pattern, right? I believe it was on the daily or the 2-day time frame, and now it seems like Luna has literally hit that target to the T. Now, just for again my sake as well as the audience who's watching, could you go over how you, one, identified that pattern, and two, how exactly did you come up with that target?
Yes, that's actually it's pretty fun, right? Because I noticed a lot of confluence on the pattern. So now to begin, okay, now the pattern I found was on the 2-day time frame. Okay, so let's all get on over to the 2-day time frame for those of you who actually want to follow along. 2-day time frame. Now, what is this pattern that we're going to be talking about? It is actually the rising wedge pattern. And how do we trade the rising wedge pattern? So first off, let's go ahead and draw out the pattern, okay? So I'm looking at this. I'm going to draw this diagonal in right here. I'm going to draw this right here. Now, this was the rising wedge on the 2-day time frame that I'm looking at. Now, usually to understand whether or not we have confirmation on a rising wedge pattern, I usually look for that volume. I'm looking for a certain volume profile. So let's go ahead and turn on our volume. Okay, now the volume that I'm looking for, Sean, is this right here. Oh, my arrow is the other way around, but I'm looking for a descending sort of volume profile, and that's showing us that while price is going up, there is less and less volume coming in, telling us that, okay, we might be seeing a bit of distribution here. Be careful. All right, that volume that you want to see on the next push up, if this really has to break out, you want to see a bit more volume really pour in there, but instead we saw this descending profile telling us that, hey, might be distribution. So now what happens here is that, okay, we're seeing this uptrend, right? But what makes a rising wedge a bearish pattern? Because a rising wedge, Sean, is a bearish pattern, but it's the break, guys, that makes it bearish. Okay,
Exactly.
before then, the pattern has not triggered. It is the break that makes it a bearish pattern. And what do you know? We actually got the break right here on 7th of April, right? Now let's go ahead and take the measured move. Now to take the measured move of the rising wedge, all you got to do is take the very beginning, right, the widest part of the wedge. You take that measured move and then you place it on the break, right? And that would take us all the way down to $73.68. Now I'm just sort of reading off of my scale right there. We don't have to be too exact, but we're looking at that area as the next measured move of the pattern.
So we have more to go on this move then.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, and you know, it sort of alludes back to the volatility. We saw volatility flashing 80, telling us that, hey, much of the move is done. Yeah, we could see a bit more oomph from the bears, but much of the move is done, because compared to what the bears actually caught right here, okay, which was a good 19%, 19 to 20%, what do we have now for the edge on just this measured move, on just the pattern play? That's only at 9%. Okay, only a 9%. I'm clearly very, very spoiled trading crypto. But that's a 9% move, okay, compared to the 20 that you actually managed to catch if you actually took the break of the pattern. Now, this is the measured move. However, here's the kicker, okay? Now, this is where things get really exciting. Sean, if I get on over to the weekly time frame, all right? Now, I have a measured move right there, and I go ahead and turn on my Mango dynamic. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and change the setting of the Mango dynamic and turn it to the original dynamic that we have. And there we go.
Ooh.
Yes, so there's confluence on the Mango dynamic. Now, we've been using the dynamic to help us with that trend, telling us, hey, where's the trend at? Are we still bullish? Are we still bearish, right? Is it time to be prudent? But check this out. Even if we actually come down to that $73 region, Sean, okay, now we're seeing confluence on the mesh move with the dynamic. Even if we come down there, would you say that this is a bearish picture?
If we come down there, no, that looks like a retest and a buy opportunity right out there, even more so now. Usually I wouldn't want to be buying a measured move, but with that kind of confluence, either way, on the dynamic, I'd be interested in buying it, right? You can see how well it was respected over here. Now remember, guys, just because you break a level, it doesn't mean it's not being respected. Because right after we broke this level over here, you guys can see that every test of it was respected. And the break of it, again, had immediate bullish continuation. So the bear moves did not have continuation. The bull break had continuation. So this test over here is worth a trade, in my opinion. Now, that's really, really interesting, because I was under the impression, Grisha, that the $80 level would have been a key opportunity to be a buyer on, because I believe we do have some confluence over there as well. But now I would instead be looking for perhaps a small bounce over here, okay, and then maybe a wick back down to the dynamic and then a continuation. Now this is getting a little bit more complicated, but I think you would also advise pattern traders to not expect measured moves to go down in a straight line. Right?
yes.
We do tend to trend into the measured move, right?
Yes.
It goes like down and then up a little bit and then continuation down and then the reversal if we get a reversal.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to move down in one fell swoop. I mean, we could see an ebb and flow before we actually get down to the measured move. But just to draw another point in on Luna, for those of you actually looking to trade this, I'm talking to the traders specifically here. So now while we have a measured move at $73.79, and we're seeing a bit of confluence on the dynamic, and I believe there's multiple other indicators that you might see that confluence. It's currently April 15th, right? April 15th. And Sean, now we're sort of midway on the month, right? However, if I get on over to the monthly time frame, I want you to notice what's happening here, right? We can draw in another sort of region of support right here. And you know what? I'm going to change the color of that because that's a monthly level.
That's the $80 level that I was talking about.
Exactly, okay. Let's sort of make that
I got
a
bit confused.
There we go. Okay, now that is the major level. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually managed to come down, give this a retest,
and then close it
right?
off.
But however, close the monthly above that $85 region, which marks that major monthly support that we actually broke out of back in the month of Feb. That was a critical break, guys, and that's what sort of alluded to continuation from Luna, and we saw Luna actually get up to those next all-time highs, right? We took out this wick right here as well. So I'll be looking for Luna to actually defend this by month end, and if we don't, of course, I don't know, right? I'm not an oracle. If we don't, that's when I'm saying Luna might see a bit more downside, but we'll have to wait on that confirmation. But so far, this is going to be the next target that we have underneath us, coming in at $73.87.
So essentially tapping the low of the previous month's wick as well over there. There's going to be some liquidity there to tap into and then see continuation. That would be painful for some traders who are trading that wick low over there. But yeah, let's see how it plays out. If we do break underneath, if we don't close, how about this? If we don't close the month above this level you just marked out, Krisha, that's $85, correct? Or is it? Yeah, 85.
Yeah.
If we don't close the month above that, I'll be expecting more sideways consolidation within that horizontal and the wick low over here, right? This wick low. So that's 75, essentially your measured move of your pattern. So I'll be expecting some sideways over there. And perhaps we wait for the next month after that to look for any Luna continuation, trend continuation move. And then, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more choppy. So let's hope that Luna does close above 85.
Yeah, so these are the critical levels that we are looking at here at Mango, okay? Now, we're keeping it simple, keep it very simple, because that's where the money's made, when you keep things simple. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and you want to keep up with the latest Mango juice, well, hit the subscribe as well as the bell icon. That way you are notified every time we're out. And with this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the Mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.
Ciao, guys.